Agents, we're back right now to do just a bit of experimenting right now, and I'm going to show you a build that I'm playing with. Literally playing with this build right now. Let's go into it and let's see what we can find when I go and test it out in the field. I like testing my stuff out in the field. I don't really like going to the shooting range. Hence why you don't really see me there. The shooting range is a good idea, but I don't like going there to test out weapons. I like doing it live. Anyways, to the point. Now, what I've got here, I've got the Ninja Messenger backpack, right? Ninja Bike Messenger backpack, right? And as you know, for those who've watched my content before, veteran agents, you will know what the spiel here is. But for those who are novice or getting used to the game, basically this backpack slots, it's resourceful. It slots in with any equipped grand set or brand set. Gear set, sorry, or brand set. Item to fulfill a requirement towards unlocking a gear set bonus. Can unlock bonuses from multiple sets simultaneously. So basically, the gear set we're talking about here, you see here the brand set here, right? The brand set, Ferris group, right? I've only got one piece here. One piece Ferris, right? But you're going to see the bonus set. It's got two unlocked. It's assault rifle damage and it's reload speed. Right now, it's the same thing with the unit alloys, where it's got rate of fire and assault rifle. As you can see, there's only one piece here, but because of the backpack, it's giving me two bonuses on the brand set unit alloys. Now, the gear set. Now, let's go and look at the gear set. I've got two pieces of strikers, so I'm getting weapon handling and rate of fire. Now, I do want to maybe unlock Striker's Gamble. Right, but we'll see because that would mean I'm going to get rid of the Hunter's Fury here where I've got shotgun damage and SMG damage. Now this is an experiment because what I might go with three pieces of the strikers, and really what I want is just the assault rifle damage that I'm getting from the unit alloys and the rate of fire I'm getting from the Ferris. As you can see here, the reload speed and assault rifle damage, and on the unit alloys, the rate of fire and assault rifle damage. Now, the assault rifle damage I'm getting from the Ferris and the unit alloys is for the Chameleon and any of the assault rifles that I will be using. So, but as you can see, the Hunter's Fury now, the gear set, you see one piece, but it's showing a bonus of two pieces, the shotgun damage and SMD damage, both at 15%. Because I've got the Dark Winter on here, you see, so this is where I'm experimenting with the build. Hope I'm not going too fast. Hope I'm not confusing people. But basically, the gear set here, Hunter's Fury, gives you shotgun damage and SMG damage when you use two pieces. So what I'm trying to do here, agents, like as an experiment, I might drop the shotgun damage and the SMG damage and go for the 3-piece strikers, right? Which will be 4-piece because of the backpack to get Striker's Gamble. I might do that. But let's see how we go. Because even without the hunters, I still get good damage from the build itself. So if I use a shotgun or SMG, I'm still getting what I'm getting from the gun. But of course, with the gear set you've got on and the brand set, you're doing that extra bit of damage. So this is what I'm going to do. While I'm here, let's go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this control point and completely take it over. And I might do 1 or 2 activities in the area just to experiment a bit. So this is an experimental brand video, so we are dealing brand sets, so it's a build video basically, agents. We are on the build video now because we're experimenting with builds. I've been promising to do a build video, so I might as well pop one out now, because the reason why I'm experimenting here, the goal is, the aim is to get a escalation build going, a good high damage build, but you do need the armor in that, you know. So I do want something high damage with good armor on it, hence why I'm running a build like this. I do need minimum 1.4 million armor, and on this build, if you can see, I'm at 1.8, so this will be very good going in that direction. And if I'm going to change the Hunter's Fury, here and put the the strikers on, it would be this. And as you can see now, it's highlighting the fact that the 4 pieces will be unlocked, And it will be this, and I'd still, as you can see there on the left hand side, it says 1.6 million armor in red, because that's what it will do to the build. It will go down, but I do want a minimum 1.4, and I've got, if I can get 1.6 and still roll with the build I'm thinking of rolling with, we will be looking good. With that said, agents, let's go and see how the build holds up now, and we'll go from there. I believe I've just got to go here and give the signal. That's right, because there was a failed retaliation on this control point. Have I got quick step on this? I can run around. Yes, I do. There's guys over here, so I can go and mess around with these guys. So let's go. See how the build holds up. I'm missing him a lot of armor. There you go. The rate of fire on this is violent. Okay, there you go. So I'm not getting the trophies from a memento, which is the drawback on using Ninja Bike, but the damage is mad. So far, what I need to do is break out the SMG to see what damage that would do. And then we'll go from there. So let's break that out now, and let's see how we go with it. Good damage, I like it. So, see, using the Hunter's build, the Hunter's gear, right, is helpful with the... I already know, look, you're seeing what the Chameleon's doing when I bring it out. You're seeing that. Experiment. Let's bring out the Striker. That's why I use that outpost. It's not doing as much as the medium. See, now when I break out the Dark Winter now, that cheated there, because this I had to reload the Dark Winter and then, you know, backing away and all of that. But you see when I broke out the Dark Winter, the damage on it. So I do kind of want to keep that hunt through. But the only way that it's going to do it is if I change that piece. Strike doesn't seem to be doing damage on this shit. The reload business, the gun jamming business, I hate it. Cheats. Right, so the only way I can tell the difference is, let me make that change now. Let me put the Strikers on, and I'll go back and I'll still use the SMG. Let's see how the SMG does. Because remember, I've just put more damage on the build as well. Not just taking it off the Ferris I'm using here, is it? No. So let's go and do just any random activity to test this out. Tempted to go and do that. Control point. No. Oh, that's Black Tusk as well. I can go and annoy them. Let's go and annoy the Black Tusk. What's that? That's Black Tusk. Yeah, let's go and annoy the Black Tusk. Let's go and annoy them. Because,
Hostiles guarding location nearby. Supply room access unlocked.
See now, what I've done, right? Again, let's just have a look at that. I've put the strikers on there. That's more damage. And it's 1.6 armor, but let's see how we hold up. The damage should... What we're looking at is the Black Tusk Black Tusk. The damage I put on them compensates for the loss of oh, look at that. Still doing damage. So I'm now not getting damage from the brand. I'm getting it from the brand set, from the hunter. I'm getting it from the actual build. So I'm getting it from the damage build and the build. But now I've got Striker's Gamble. I'm going to explain that to you more. And now I've actually got 4 pieces of Strikers, not 3, because of the backpack. But I'm not liking how the Stregger's doing this build. So I will try the so let's go and switch to that quickly now. This is the stuff I know, which is doing better. I'm gonna switch back to the Dark Winter now, because I already know that assault rifles will be great. And let's just explain to you Striker's Gamble as well for those who don't know what I mean by that. That's basically talent on the Strikers, right? So this is a build video, so they build little pools in agents. Let's just hide in here and let's just see. So Striker's Gamble, as you can see now, because of the Ninja Messenger Bite backpack, right? This backpack here, right? I'm now getting, you're going to see the 3 Strikers here. This is a gear set in green, yeah? Now, Striker's Gamble, 4 pieces. The weapon hits increase total weapon damage by 0.65%, stacking up to 100 times. 1 stack loss per second between 0 and 50 stacks. 2 stacks loss per second between 50 and 100 stacks. Basically, what these stacks are is every time I'm firing, my damage is going up. So I just got to keep firing. I've got to keep hitting. I've just got to keep on target. Now, with that, what's going to happen is my rate of fire from the 3 pieces, and then the rate of fire I'm getting from the unit alloys here. My rate of fire with the RPM there, 1020, RPM here, 1440. That's doing damage. I'm shredding. I'm hurting them, basically. So that is why I'm trying to get this build right. Now, because of Striker's Gamble, I'm doing some damage. Now, this is the question you ask yourself. The trade-off is I'm not using hunters, right, to get that shotgun and SMG damage you see on there. But the trade-off is I'm getting damage from the build. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 damage cores on here. On the mask, on the vest, on the holster, and on the backpack itself. I'm getting 4 damage cores. I'm doing some good damage, and I've got the armor at 1.6 because of the 3 cores I'm getting from this. So I'm going to want to get this mask up to expertise 16 like the holster. That's another discussion for another time. But what I'm trying to say, agents, is I'm getting good damage. I hope I've not confused everyone. It's the rate of fire I'm getting from the guns, the rate of fire I'm getting from the unit alloys, and the rate of fire I'm getting from the Striker's battle gear. 3-piece, yeah? So let's go to this control point. I'm going to swap between the Dark Winter, which is a very dangerous SMG, and the St. Elmo's engine. More on the St. Elmo's engine later. This is a Black Tusk control point because of retaliation. So let's go and zap them. So look at that. Look at that. Eh? Look at the Dark Winter loves the build, doesn't it? He loves the build. But here's the thing now. I still need to be careful because the Black Tusk hit hard. I'm not getting trophies from the memento.
Reinforcements.
They're sending out the drone at me. So this will be a good team build because everybody else is sitting as well. You got more enemies, yes. So if you've got a healer, someone who's healing everyone, got the healing there. Rate of fire and the damage from those damage they're focusing their fire on me because it's just me one. They're actually playing on the team. Hopefully a team member's up in there with me. Focusing on me. Look, can't you move in and fire in the accurate? Now I don't give a damn who you are, SAS, Navy SEALs, you're not able to move and be that accurate all the time. There's got to be some compensation for the movement. So I like the build. I mean, in something like Escalation now, where this build will come into its own is if I'm not face hunting, and so the risk of getting hit is lessened because I'm going to be still.
Incoming hostiles detected. There's a hit.
This is where you realise the difference with when you've got the memento background. Collecting trophies to get your armor back.
Friendly combatants detected.
We'll strike from the side. Hit again. Fire on this location.
See, so with a team, the focus won't just be on me. So, though there'll be more enemies, but
Immediate medical assistance needed.
no, there's no one there. Come on, you would miss this. No way was he there. I was keeping an eye on that area as well. He was just prepared out of nowhere. No way was he there.
Friendly combatants nearby.
Advancing on Tango.
run out of ammo.
Friendly combatants detected.
Moving on my position! They're after you!
He's coming for me!
Friendly combatants.
See, I can face tank, no I can't. I can't be up in their face all the time. I've got to get cover sometimes. I've got unbreakable back now, which is on the vest, which means when my armor goes down, my life goes down, I'll get another release of life basically. So okay. I liked that. I did like that. I prefer it with 3-piece strikers.
Supply room access unlocked.
Prefer it with 3-piece strikers. So the 3-piece strikers is gonna hold up better. So that looks like that's because what it is I'm gonna show you now. So on the experiment handle, let me save that on the experiment, right? And this is the loadout here. This is the one I'm gonna overwrite. Now on the experiment now, that looks like it's good. I like it because what it is the Ferris I'm getting unbreakable, as you can see there. Lieutenant unbreakable. When your armor is depleted, repair 95% of your armor. You know, so I'm doing well with that because, okay, so you see this build here. Keep an eye on this, agents. If I go to my strikers build, this is my strikers damage, which has got a lot of armor cores on there to be a damage. Well, basically it's supposed to be a damage. So on the knees, we're supposed to have a damage core on the knees, but we've got, here's the normal strikers build. You see 2 million armor on there. Now, as you can see, if you see there's 4 pieces of strikers on there, right? Now, the 4 pieces of strikers is on the mask, on the vest, on the gloves, and the holster. And you're going to see there, I'm not in combat. You're going to see there the knees is different. The knees is different. I'm not in battle.
Friendly combatants detected.
I'm far from battle agents. I don't know why it doesn't want me to load that loadout. Gonna let me load it now? No, it's being difficult. Let's go to the settlement. Right. So if I load this strikers build, now this has got, like I was saying, it's got the 4-piece strikers. This is meant to be a good balance build, and I'll get good rate of fire and weapon handling. And what I've got on there is damage to target out of cover. I've got rifle damage on there. Now, what I could do with this build is I could either go, if I go unit alloys, right, that gives me rate of fire, which goes well, very well with the strikers, right? Now I could do that, and I've got rate of fire going well on this build, and that will hit hard. It will hit really hard. On my other strikers build, you can see already here I've got Ferris on there for assault rifle damage, using it with a chameleon. And as you can see, chameleon dig as well on my builds is one of my base builds. base guns that I use on my builds. I could actually use this on escalation. I've realized I've got 1.6 million armor and I've got good damage on this. You know, it's supposed to be damage build. So like I was saying before, I could do that, get more damage. I only got 1.4 million armor. I want a minimum of 1.4, but there's the damage. Now I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage cores. So let's go and experiment with this. So the difference here, agents, is the experiment there. As you can see, there it's 1.6 because I've only got the 4 damage cores. So yeah, so I'm going to experiment with this now. I'm going to go back to my strikers build with the Ferris. Ferris being with the unbreakable on there. So let's go and see how we fare up with this. Yeah, we can go and do this. And we'll wrap up shortly. I hope this build video helps people understand builds and how they work and how you combine guns with gear sets, guns with brand sets, etc, etc. That's what I'm trying to do here, agents. Because again, we're going to do escalation next. I've been saying I'm going to do a build video. So I'm not build from scratch. I am playing around with common builds. Because you seem to have been surviving there very well. And I've got the memento back, so I'm getting a trophy. So we'll see me face tank a bit more.
Hostiles detected.
Unbreakable fixing beautifully there.
Serious trauma detected.
What? I best check out the ship. Stop the cheating, man. Why was my gun jammed?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I don't give a damn if they're black tusks. Why is my gun like jammed there? Why is
Agent
it?
deceased.
Jesus, why does this game cheat so much? My gun's jamming and my... Oh my god. And now the slow load. So they're going to disappear. They need to change that. They need to stay. If you're really, really that good and it's supposed to be black tusk and you killed me fairly, stay there. Now they've gone. That don't make any sense. Just cheated there. Just cheated. Why is my gun jamming? Rate of fire. I don't give a damn about reload speed. I don't want to hear that. BS if you ask me. Let's continue on anyway. Has to cheat, man.
We weathered the storm.
This isn't over yet.
I'm gonna do this propaganda broadcast. I might break. What I'll do this propaganda broadcast with this strikers build, and we'll go back to the experimental one. And again, agents, I hope whoever watches this on playback, whoever watches this, understands the concept of this video. It's a build video. It's to experiment, build, and play around a bit, and to get used to builds and how we pair up guns with gear sets, guns with brand sets.
Black Tusks are holding it for you. We are working with the government to rebuild a broken nation. But we cannot expect not a country without people, this land without soul. Together,
Incoming backup
we
request.
hope to bring its soul back to this nation.
Again, the goal being we do need a good escalation build. And I don't mind low armor because we're not going to be doing what I'm doing here, which is the face tanking. It's running up the beat held back a bit.
Access key detected.
When you're farming for resources, areas like that come very crucial.
Progress halted. Manual override required. Progress resumed.
You wanted my attention, I gave it to you. Right.
Manual override required.
So, I hear some of you are thinking about exiting and kissing the shiny white ass.
Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call someone in.
Social.
I'm going to go back to that build. Like I said, it'll be a good team build. So I want to see it.
Hostile control
In action,
point
basically.
nearby. Sending backup request. Another agent is now in your group. Requesting backup.
So let's go to that experiment again. So again, we're back to experimental build. Strikers with the Ferris. For the assault rifle damage and
Another
reload
agent has
speed.
joined your group.
And then the assault rifle damage with a rate of fire with the strikers. Let's go and see how we fare. People are coming and leaving.
Sending backup
I want
request.
people in now because I want to see how it holds up. We're not getting trophies from the memento backpack. So I want to see how this holds up with other people in. What we got here? We got the St. Emerald Engine. Black Tuscan trophy. So I'm staying back now. You run in there. You're getting shot at. How is he going through the bullet?
Serious trauma detected. Reinforcements en route.
So it's a semi-push. Not pushing into them as per se. It's a semi-push.
Medical assistance needed. Agent down.
We need someone that... Guy, I don't know what he's doing.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
He's staying in one small... Not when I do push, he's not pushing with me. Now we're going in, but I wish he did this before. See how the dark winter holds up.
Another agent is now in your group.
There you go.
Another agent
That,
has
I
joined
like
your
it.
group.
It's okay. I like it.
Hostiles detected.
One or two tweaks maybe, but overall I do like. Again, I don't want to push too far in. I want to stay a distance, but the damage on the build is significant. And I'll be right up in their face. Even with the dark winter SMG, you can see I'm still doing considerably damage from distance. Soon enough that way. Let's see who's putting in. Yeah, I can push with him. There you go. Go pushing him. There you go. So we don't have to be right up next to each other. It's got to be in the same area so the enemies are not focused on this one. Real two-part isolate, that's why he's coming down. Moving does not mean you don't get hit.
Don't like the look of that.
Crossfire!
So I don't understand. There's people over there. Yeah, these two are on that side. How are they still hitting me? I don't understand that. They're to the right, left of me, and I get hit from the left. That does not make sense. Yeah, I need to shoot that. Finish.
System disrupted.
Coming here. Back out post there. Take out the dart with me. There you go.
System back online.
Is that the last one?
That was decent. I'm liking this build. This build will hold up in a team, but it's a team build. It will hold up.
Supply room access.
I'm gonna cut the video now. Let's stop now. We'll talk about the build a bit more, and then we'll wrap up this video. Again, I hope this build video has helped. I hope novice, those who are not used to the game, those who need more understand the game, more the game mechanics, how things work. Hope that made sense, and you know, understanding the pieces and talents, etc., etc. I hope that makes sense to you. Just hoping I'm not confused anyone. Let's go back to the White House and we'll have a little look. Let's leave.
Inventory, clan, social.
There's going to be enough people here.
You have left.
There's going to be enough people online today to get some people back together.
Inventory, clan, social. Inventory.
Prioritize the group. So yeah, let's look at this build again, agents. Right, so again,
Inventory.
this experimental build, you can see we've got 3-piece strikers. And we've got the Ferris and then unit alloys. And with that combination, we're looking for 8. What am I doing? I'm telling you, should be selecting it. Sorry. So we've got the unit alloys down here. Rate of fire and assault rifle damage on the brand set. That works in conjunction very well with the Ferris with assault rifle damage. And very well with the strikers overall with both the rate of fire and the damage you get from 4 pieces. That's of course because of the backpack giving me an extra slot on each brand or gear set. So just to re-explain that to everyone, I've only got 1 piece Ferris here, as you can see. But because of the backpack, it gives me on the brand set, it gives me an extra slot there. It gives me the reload speed, which is essential. Hence why I don't know why the gun keeps jamming. But anyway, on the strikers now, you're going to see the weapon handling and rate of fire. That, again, works very well with the rate of fire you get on the unit alloys. Again, 1 piece unit alloys, but because of the backpack, I'm getting that extra on the brand set there. You can see the extra slot open up there, the assault rifle damage. And of course, what I do want strikers gamble, so I can't take off the strikers. I mean, I have been trying to look for unit alloys that's got a unit alloys chest piece that's got unbreakable, and I can try to see if I can get that. But yeah. Either way, let's listen. I hope that's enough there. I hope you can understand everything I've explained. I'm hoping that it makes more sense and it helps you guys and girls, agents, get to the build that you're looking for, especially when you're preparing to go to the prototype builds, because I still need to get, hence why I'm going to do escalation, because I still need to get some prototype pieces to now tag that onto builds and then learn that more, because I do need to learn a bit more. I might watch a few online videos, but I do need to experiment with the prototype tab more to understand how prototypes work fully and get that onto some builds. But with that said, agents, I hope you've enjoyed the video. There's the prototype tab. That's what I've got so far. I need more, of course. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, agents. I hope it made a lot of sense. I hope you are going to watch it back, and if you've got any questions, please put it in the comments, whether it be on Twitch, put it in the comments, or it'll be on YouTube, where it will be archived on the channel. Look for the brand playlist, and not brand playlist, the build playlist. You'll see it on there, and I hope it makes a lot of sense. All the videos on there help you get your ultimate builds together, and of course when you're ready to go to prototype like I'm aiming to, it makes sense for you. Other than that, agents, listen, I'm gonna be off now. Look out on the channel throughout the evening for more division content. Until then, agents, I will see you all as ever, and always I will see you all on the next live.